home of the Red Devils. And tonight, it's the Fishers Tigers and the Pike Red Devils. Hi, everybody. Howard Kellman with Phil Eisenbarger. Both these schools have winning records.
Yeah, these are two really storied programs. They both come out of the best conferences in Indiana basketball, the Hoosier Crossroads and the MIC. And we've got a five-star recruit to look at tonight in sophomore. So it should be a really interesting game.
Okay, and we'll have more pregame info. This is the high school basketball game of the week on TV 40. Our scene setter brought to you by Summers Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. And Phil Eisenbarger, the key players. We'll start with the visitors from Fishers.
Hi, Howard. So tonight we've got number 10, Jalen Harrison. He is a five-star recruit. He has got offers from all over the country. Just a sophomore, averaging 23 points a game. I think he's number 6 right now in Indiana. He'll be fun to watch tonight. He's a 6'7" point guard, so he can play all over the floor, inside and out. The other key player for Fishers tonight, we gave it to Gardner. He averages 9 points, but 6.2 rebounds per game. He's a 6'5" junior. We could have had several others as the other key player of the game, but these two are critical for Fishers to win here at Pike tonight. The keys for Fishers tonight, they have got to limit turnovers. Pike likes to pick up the pressure, turn up the heat, so turnovers are going to be critical. They're going to have to recognize changing defenses. There's got to be a way to stop one of the best players, not only in the state, but in the country, and a normal defense won't do it. So they're going to have to recognize changing defenses. And finally, Fishers is going to need some support from their bench. They can go 7, 8, 9 people deep to play on the road here against Fishers tonight. The starters for Fisher, number 2, Tayden Metzger. He's averaging 10.2 a game. Number 3, Millen McCartney, I'm told, will not start tonight, but instead will be Aiden Zimmer. The other starters, Jalen Harrison, we talked about. Number 22, Jonathan Hall, and number 23 in the middle, Keenan Garner.
Okay, now let's go to Pike for their key players, and let's go quickly.
So for Pike tonight, you got Devin Woods, number 3. He's averaging almost 20 points a game. The other key player to be Joseph Anon. He's averaging 11, 7.8 rebounds per game. Those two keys for Pike tonight. Keys for Pike tonight and the starters. Here we'll go with Devin Woods, number 3 at 20 points a game. Number 11 is Damon Howard. Number 23 is Cam Caskey. Number 34 is Joseph Anon. And a new starter tonight, number 30, Avery Douglas.
Our scene setter brought to you by Summers Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. We'll be back with the start of tonight's game. This is the high school basketball game of the week on TV 40. Tonight's first quarter is brought to you by Hoosier Village in Scienceville, the premier retirement community in central Indiana. Fishers controlled the opening tip and then committed a turnover, and Pike got the ball back. Howard Kellman, Phil Eisenbarger, we're at Pike High School. We have had Fishers earlier this season. We've been to Fishers. This is a road game for the Tigers. How about this Fishers defense, Phil?
Well, they're straight man-to-man right now, and I think they'll probably stay that way most of the game. They're a man team. He likes a straight-up man-to-man defense.
Keep your eye on that man, Devin Woods. That's a 3. That's an air ball by Douglas.
Avery Douglas got to start tonight. He's in for Spates, who usually starts for the Red Devils.
High school basketball game of the week. Next week we'll be at Carmel on Wednesday, Cathedral and Carmel. That pass was forced inside. There was a defender in front of the man who was the intended receiver on the pass.
Yeah, Harrelson, a great player, got a little bit too fancy with his initial pass there.
Woods missing a 3. At the other end, that's Hall. Play a little sloppy here in the opening moment. The Kelly Dather Real Estate Group is at your service. Whether you have a home to sell or looking for a home to buy, you owe it to yourself to call the Kelly Dather Real Estate Group. They're your team. Work it down low inside, and Hall didn't score.
They missed the bunny.
All the way to the hoop is Avery Douglas, and those are the first 2 points of the game.
Making good on his start tonight.
Oh, a terrific move at the other end. It counts in a foul for Jalen Harrelson, who is quite a player and just a sophomore.
There's the 5-star recruit showing you what he can do right out of the box. Taking it to the hole, double pump score, chance for a 3-point play.
And he's got it.
Being recruited by all the major universities, including Indiana and Purdue.
And the amazing thing is, as great as he is, averaging 24 points a game, that he's only a sophomore.
Yeah.
And a baseline jumper by Cam Caskey, who's averaging almost 14 a game.
Yeah, he really makes them go because he scores, he rebounds, he's an assist man as well.
Hall, and nicely done. John Anthony Hall, who's also a sophomore. It's a very young Fishers team. At the other end, he gets it right back. Avery Douglas scores again. Both teams settling in now.
Yeah, if you believe in the computer rankings, this should
They may have traveled there. He did. Garner traveled.
This should be a 1-point game if you believe in statistical analysis.
How about the human eye?
Yeah, I like that better.
Well, there's the statistical guys that say to the NBA players, shoot those threes.
Right. But you have to be impressed with Sagarin and what he's done with all those statistics. They come out pretty close most of the time.
You're right. Devin Woods moves it across for the Red Devils, who are ahead by a point. We've played 2.5 minutes. Old Man Winter is here. Have you scheduled your annual heating maintenance appointment? Summers Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling has a winter tune-up special for $69. Visit summersphc.com. Learn about their specials. Be guaranteed your family will stay warm this winter.
Great crowd tonight. Both lower decks full to see a good Hoosier Crossroads Conference team against the Mick.
Oh, an excellent defensive play by Douglas on the driving Harrelson.
But here's the instant replay, and he can go left for sure. But great hand on that one with no foul. Summers giving us instant replays.
Good thing you said that, Jenny's on your right. And the ball knocked away but recovered by Garner. Stripped to the ball again. And a whistle and a foul. It's on Garner. Hoosier Village in Zionsville, the premier retirement community in central Indiana. Supporting all levels of care. Hoosier Village, a nonprofit, offers beautiful new independent and assisted living apartments to tour. Learn more about everything Hoosier Village has to offer. Visit HoosierVillage.com.
Fishers came with a little bit of token full court pressure, but there wasn't much pressure to it.
Pike ball. Caskey, and he hits a three. Cam Caskey, the 6'4" junior. And here are the Tigers. Number 2 is Metzger. There he is. A short jump didn't go by Harrelson.
Oh, good board.
Douglas comes away with it. There's a three by Howard. No, Damon Howard. And now the pace of play picking up considerably. Beautiful move to the hoop. by Jalen Harrelson. Terrific.
Great take. There's a floater.
Driving one-hander by Woods didn't go, and the rebound to Hall.
Got a pretty quick pace to this game, Howard.
Hall spinning. That was nicely done.
Absolutely. Great jump stop. Pivot, jump hook, good.
Thought he was going to do one of the Harlem Globetrotter routines. You stop on the point, you spin around. But he scored. It was beautifully done.
Think anyone listening knows Curly Neal?
Meadowlark Lemon.
There's a stop and pop.
And it's good by Douglas.
Boy, he's off to a great start.
By the way, the first time I saw the Globetrotters, Wilt Chamberlain played for them.
Oh, yeah. Got a really good pace to this game so far.
Really good to watch.
Both teams getting after it, both in man-to-man right now. I'm surprised that Pike doesn't.
Howard hits a three. Damon Howard, he's a sophomore.
Surprised Pike doesn't go to a little junk defense. They're going to have to figure out how to stop Harrelson. High ball screen. Take to the rack.
And the shot is blocked and beautifully done. Pass knocked away. There's Woods. 2:40 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, Jalen complained about that, but I think it was all ball.
Woods is averaging 19.7 per game. 2:25 left in the quarter. Ball knocked away.
Oh.
Now he feeds inside. And the basket underneath by Joseph Anand. And a timeout is called by Fishers. So we'll take a break. This first quarter brought to you by Hoosier Village, supporting all levels of care. And Pike leads by 7 on the high school basketball game of the week on TV 40. Back to first quarter action brought to you by Hoosier Village. Hoosier Village has beautiful new independent and assisted living apartments to tour. And I tell you what, it's been a really good quarter for Pike. Oh, nice follow-up.
Kids going after it. On the floor, the layup.
And he puts it in. Howard's had a very good first quarter. Pike has a 9-point lead. Are you surprised at that?
A little bit, a little bit. They've been able to stop Harrelson's start here a little bit, even though he scored early. I really like Jalen Harrison and how he's patient, though. Like, he doesn't need the ball in his hands the entire possession.
He's a team guy.
Great pass.
Boy, he was in that lane a long time. Keeping it alive. There's a lot of contact
Yeah,
there.
the kid's going after it. Basketball. That's what you want to see with no one getting hurt. Kids going to the floor. First one to the floor usually wins the 50-50 ball.
Indiana Members Credit Union, a proud supporter of high school sports on WHMB TV 40. And thanks to Jets Pizza at 86th and Township Line Road for providing our crew with pizzas. For the best deep dish and hand-tossed pizzas, complete with flavored crust, Jets Pizza, jetspizza.com. A minute 8 left in the quarter. Oh, over and back.
Yep.
They got Caskey.
So you got to catch it all the way in the back court if you're going to do that. He's caught it in the front court and stepped back. .106 left in the first quarter. Been a great one for Pike. They've corrected that call. Not sure they're right. He had all three points, both feet and the ball in front of the 10-second line, and then stepped behind. I think the initial call was correct. Nobody,
to the hoop.
Nobody protecting the bucket there.
Good rebound there by Howard. Traveling is the call, though.
Let's see if Fishers doesn't run a set for Harrelson this time. Nope. 3 ball.
And a 3 is no, and the rebound taken down by Woods, number 32. And it appears as if the Red Devils will play for the last shot of the quarter. They have a lot of time, though. It's been a great quarter. They lead by 9, 30 seconds left.
Yeah, that shot by Garner really hurt Fishers. It just was too early in the possession. Gives Pike a chance to do exactly what they're doing here. They're pulling it out last second, protect a 9-point lead.
Howard spinning, twisting, spinning, shooting, and it rims the basket. Oh, good defensive play by Harrelson. That's the end of the first quarter, brought to you by Hoosier Village. Learn more about everything Hoosier Village has to offer. Visit HoosierVillage.com. At the end of one, 18-9 in favor of Pike on the high school basketball game of the week on TV 40. Brought to you by the Kelly Dather Real Estate Group. They're in the education business, helping sellers and buyers make the best decision. A professional approach to real estate. Phil?
Little flex action there. Fishers got the ball right where they wanted, but a nice block by Pike.
And the 3.
That's a bucket they needed.
That was Tayden Metzger, the 6'2 junior.
And just back in off the bench, so that was good for him. He got a well-deserved rest at the end of the first quarter.
Good offensive board, and the slam by Joseph Anand.
That'll make the highlights.
No question about that.
Yep.
Ball knocked away and out of bounds. Old Man Winter is here. Have you scheduled your annual heating maintenance appointment? Summers Plumbing, Heating and Cooling has a winter tune-up special for $69. Visit summersphc.com. Learn about their specials. Be guaranteed your family will stay warm this winter. It is Pike ball, opening moment, second quarter. Here's Woods, work it left side. Good rebound by Harrelson. He had the ball knocked away and stolen.
He sure did on the spin dribble. He's got to be careful about that. Defender will come after him soon as he turns his back.
Pike ball leading 20-12. Phil, your impressions so far?
Well, Fishers just had some missed opportunities on turnovers and bunnies. They need to finish around the bucket and make sure that they limit turnovers, as we talked about at the onset.
That's Caskey.
This game will tighten up.
And the ball knocked away and out of bounds. Indiana Members Credit Union, a proud supporter of high school sports on WHMB TV 40.
Personal foul, Fishers, number 44, Grant Hayworth. That is his first. 13th foul, Jordan.
8-point lead for Pike. A 9 at the line, he'll get one more. The Kelly Dather Real Estate Group ranks in the top 1.5% of all real estate teams in the U.S. With that kind of experience, the Kelly Dather Real Estate Group has what it takes to work for you.
Douglas and Howard back in for Pike. They got off to a great start. They've had a rest and see what they can do. Harrelson all the way to the bucket. Not quite
Little
soft
stutter
enough.
step there.
Yep.
Commit yourself when you do that. Don't like to go in the air. Good defense. Good play by Hall. He lost it. Now, wait a minute.
Yeah, it looked like he passed the ball to himself there, didn't
That's
it?
what it certainly appeared to be.
So we got both teams out of sorts right now. Advantage Fishers, though, if they can be patient on this possession.
Special hello to Greg Wells, Matt Tyner, and the great people at Williams Comfort Air. They heat up my home. They do the air conditioning and the plumbing with Mr. Plumber. Those guys are terrific. Williams Comfort Air, and they'll heat it up in the fourth quarter with our feature. Oh, that's an excellent play by Anand, who poked the ball away.
Yeah, tried to feed the post to the big guy for Fishers, and they just weren't in good enough position to hold off the defense there. Here's the Summers Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling instant replay. The pivot out to the side. The attempt for the post pass, but guarded on the low side. They got a hand on it and turned it over. Fishers now deciding a little full court pressure's needed.
It is Pike ball. 23 is Caskey. Worked it down low, beautifully done. And the basket by Joseph Anand, who's averaging 11 points a game.
He's having a really good start. Monster dunk earlier. Got to the free throw line, just made that one.
And if that's not traveling, I don't know what is.
Boy, jump ball they called.
I thought he traveled before the held ball, because he slid.
Yeah, didn't have a pivot foot.
Hoosier Village in Zionsville, the premier retired community in central Indiana, supporting all levels of care. Hoosier Village. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize it was a replay.
You're all right. They just saw him spin, drive baseline, lost his footing.
Hoosier Village offers beautiful new independent and assisted living apartments to tour. Learn everything about Hoosier Village has to offer. Visit HoosierVillage.com.
Good jump stop by Anand. Good patience by Pike here. Soaking a 10-point lead.
That's a three, and he's got it. Wow, what a half Joseph Anand is having.
He's having a big game right now.
Most of his points have been from the inside, but that was a three. Halfway through the second quarter. And a beautiful follow by Harrelson, Jalen Harrelson.
Got his own rebound, padded the stats a little bit there with the miss and the rebound.
At the other end, the jumper did not go by Howard.
There was a really good rebound by Harrelson.
First he boxed out, and then he grabbed the rebound.
And squeezed it so nobody could get a hand on it. Now, one of the great advantages he has is, you just saw it, he can play the point guard position at 6'6" or 6'7".
He forced the issue there and ended up getting the ball back.
Now they just need to settle a little bit. Three.
And he hits the three, and that was Millen McCartney. Millen McCartney, a 6'2" sophomore. .312 left in the half, and a thank you to Jets Pizza. Your home for great deep dish and hand-tossed pizzas. They fed our crew prior to the game. Spice things up with your favorite flavor of wings, breadsticks, the whole works. JetsPizza.com, 86th and Township Line Road.
Harrelson takes a seat. I saw Coach Winiger. I'm sure he told him, hey, settle down. Things are going to be fine. Get you a rest, and we'll come right back at him.
He did it again, Joseph Anand.
Heating it
Close
up.
to the same spot.
Yep.
Pike leads by 11. Pike led by 9 at the quarter. Good follow, but he missed the shot. He follows again. Missed another one. In close was Garner. Again, on his third attempt, Keenan Garner scores.
Yeah, if Fishers had hit all their layups, it'd be a tie game right now.
The free man once again, McCartney. He did it again.
Good ball movement. 6-point game.
Timeout is called. 2:22 to go. This quarter is brought to you by the Kelly Dather Real Estate Group. Whether you have a home to sell or looking for a home to call your own, You owe it to yourself to call Kelly Dather and his team. 6-point lead for Pike. High school basketball game of the week on TV 40. Tonight's second quarter is being brought to you by the Kelly Dather Real Estate Group, your Hamilton County real estate expert and your advocate.
Fishers again with some full court pressure. Pike showing a little more patience. Both teams, I think, got rattled there for the second half of the second quarter, just playing too fast.
It's closest that Fishers has been in a while, Phil, down to 6 points.
Yeah, if they can get a stop here, it's a game.
Didn't go. Good job of blocking out and getting the rebound is Zimmer. First he blocked out. Sometimes you block out, you help your team even if you don't get the rebound.
No, that's absolutely correct, right? It's not whether you get the ball, it's whether your man does not get the ball.
Exactly.
Good patience here by Fishers, while Harrelson's getting a needed rest.
A minute and a half left in the first half. 23 is Garner. 3 is McCartney. He's hit 2 threes. That's an air ball on a 3 by Zimmer. Good defensive play, though, and you really like that because he threw up an air ball, but he still hustled back on defense.
And made the defensive play.
Yep.
You know, but for him getting back, and he should have been the last person back. He was in the deep corner when he took that shot.
And there's a tendency you could feel a little sorry for yourself, too. You miss a 3-point field goal on an air ball, but he did none of that. He hustled back down court. And a foul. .112 left in the half. Our director is Jeff Elliott.
Here's the Summers Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling instant replay, the out-of-bounds play. The take into the paint, draws contact, can't get it to go, but he's to the free throw line.
Jaden Metzger back in, number 2. Taden Metzger, I should say, for Fishers. Always good to see Fishers assistant coach Justin Masterson, former Major League pitcher, Cleveland Indians, Boston Red Sox, among others. And in 2016, he pitched for the Indianapolis Indians. There's Harrelson.
Good give up.
3 didn't go, and it's right in the hands of Howard. I'll tell you, it looks as if Fishers has made some adjustments defensively. Just as I say that, they move the ball in close, and the basket inside by Woods. And Pike's lead is up to 10 points again.
Yeah, they had a chance to cut it to 4 just a minute ago. They need to show patience here, not take a bad one.
Harrelson. Good job off the boards by Keenan Garner.
Great putback. Yeah, offensive rebounding could be big at the end of this game, and it's all effort, and you saw it there.
Devin Woods, who's been quiet tonight, a long 3. It had eyes, it's good, and that's going to end the first half.
Got the shooter's roll.
I'm not sure if that would have counted by Harrelson. Tonight's second quarter brought to you by the Kelly Dather Real Estate Group. Like your favorite basketball team, Kelly Dather is the go-to team in Hamilton County. At the half, it is Pike 35, Fishers 24 on the high school basketball game of the week, TV 40.
Welcome back to TV 40 Friday night game of the week. We've got highlights for you, starting with the 5-star recruit, Harrelson, taking it to the bucket and getting his own tip back in for 2. Harrelson again now all the way to the left side in the sweet reverse layup. Count it. Fishers also has shooters from the outside. There's number 3, Melon McCartney for 3. We turn to Pike now. There's number 11, Damon Howard. Flush from 3. And there's Anand on the big flush. Not to be outdone, goes back into the middle, back up. That's 2 for Anand, who had a great half of basketball. Those are highlights on TV 40. We'll be back after these messages to watch the conclusion of Fishers at Pike. Pike up 35-24.
And we welcome you back, period number 3. Phil, your impressions of the first half.
Well, I think Fishers just has to get Harrelson more involved. I was anticipating that their bench was going to have to play a role, and they did in the first half, but it was because they took too many of their shots. That's the shot you need right there.
Exactly what you were talking about. Harrelson got the ball, they cleared things out for him, and he took the initiative.
So they were down 11. Let's see if they can crawl back in third quarter. Great hook pass over to the great Anand.
Anand does it again. Joseph Anand, 6'6" senior.
Inside and out.
And a 12-point lead for the Red Devils. They are 6-3. The Tigers are 7-6. Harrelson again. Well, I think Garrett Weiniger said just what you said to Harrelson and to his team to get him more involved. And so far, that's been the case. That's out of bounds off Hall's hands.
Turnovers have really hurt Fishers.
And that was an unforced turnover. Here's Woods. Over to Caskey.
Good set and kick.
Didn't go. Out of bounds. Indiana Members Credit Union, a proud supporter of high school sports on WHMB TV 40. Caskey inbounding.
Garner's going to have to do a better job both defensively and rebounding wise to shut down Pike. Anand's just been having his way this game.
There's Woods. That's a tough shot.
Step back, off balance. Harrelson
Tough
with the
angle.
board. Good kick up.
The free man is Zimmer. No. Offensive
There's
board
Garner.
to Garner. Spinning. Wouldn't go. And the follow put up and in by Keenan Garner.
There's Garner helping his teammate out there.
The lead is 10, 5:40 to go in the third quarter. Free didn't go, and the rebound to Garner. John Anthony Hall spinning, has the ball taken away
Yeah, Pike is
by
going to
Caskey.
Pike is going to come after you anytime you turn your back. So that includes the spin dribble, which they've gotten 3 or 4 steals just on that spin move.
Hoosier Village in Zionsville, the premier retirement community in central Indiana, supporting all levels of care. It's a nonprofit. Beautiful new independent and assisted living apartments. Learn more about everything Hoosier Village has to offer. HoosierVillage.com.
Fishers gets a 5-second count. Much better defense than we saw in the first half, especially out of Garner on Anand, and that's going to be necessary.
.5:12 left in the third quarter. Pike leading by 10. Pike led by 9 at the quarter and by 11 at the half.
Garner
Harrelson,
again.
no, but the follow by Garner. It counts in a foul for Keenan Garner.
This is exactly what Fishers needed. Here's the Summers Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling instant replay.
That is his first of the second half. Garner will shoot one.
Garner goes to the line. Can he convert?
.458 left to go. in the third quarter.
Foul on number 20, Parker Purdue, his first team foul.
Oh, turnover. Must have stepped over the end line.
That's what the official said.
So Fisher's full court pressure results in a turnover there. Chance to run their out of bounds play. Garner, Harrelson should catch a screen here.
And they turn it over. You mentioned that earlier. They've been turning it over too often like that.
Yeah, that's why they're down 8 right now.
That's a 3, and that's Avery Douglas, who hit a few earlier. See if they get Harrelson involved. He's got the ball now. Nice fake into the lane, and he puts it in.
Boy, you can just see the talent that he has as well as the skill. The one problem he's had tonight is he's gotten off balance, and that's resulted in some of the turnovers and some of the misses.
Woods with an air ball.
Good help on defense. Kids struggling for the ball. There's Anand.
And Anand doesn't score either.
Harrelson comes up with it.
Woods had a couple of air balls, though. And here is Harrelson off the dribble. And here's a foul after he grabbed the rebound. Howard got the rebound, and we'll tell you that Old Man Winter is here. Have you scheduled your annual heating maintenance appointment? Summers Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling has a winter tune-up special for $69. Visit summersphc.com. Learn about their specials and how your family will stay warm this winter.
Comes Pike 3-on-2.
Three and a half minutes to go in the third quarter.
Kids attacking the rim as well as the rebound.
Douglas. Douglas got the step in. Douglas got the bucket.
6'6" Ingram in for Pike now.
A near steal by Woods.
Quick bucket.
And the 3 at the other end by Millen McCartney. And he's hit a couple of them tonight.
Gardner's gone to the bench for Pike. They can't leave him out too long. He really helped them stay in this game early third quarter.
Well, that lead is at 8. No. Good rebound by Harrelson.
He needs to
He may
keep
go
it.
end to end here. He does, but he missed the shot. The tip, though, is good. The tip by John Anthony Hall. So Hall tips it in. Here's Howard. 2:15 left to go. Third quarter. Rimming the basket with the 3 is Douglas. Tigers within 6. Good hustle by Hall. The traveling is called.
Fishers is just having a struggle handling the ball.
We'll pause for these words on the high school basketball game of the week on TV 40. It's Pike ball, under 2 minutes to go, third quarter. And Pike leads by 6. 3 is Devon Woods.
High ball screen offense. Good hedge by 44. Here's Anand.
Goes into the lane, and it had eyes for Anand.
Got deep in the paint, went to the left shoulder, right hand for the good bucket.
Harrelson looking to make a move. Getting clearance on that right side. McCartney 3, he did it again. Millen McCartney.
They're getting bench play now, so this game's going to tighten up.
It's the closest
There's
they've been in a
Anand.
long time, 5 points. Here's a foul.
Harrelson thought it was clean. You're going to get called for that 90% of the time.
The Kelly Dather Real Estate Group is to real estate what basketball is to the Hoosier State. You can count on the Kelly Dather Real Estate Group. Like you do your favorite team, reach out to the Kelly Dather Group today.
Summers instant replay shows mostly ball, but the referees are in charge.
That's a good point. Thanks to Jet's Pizza, 86th and Township Line Road, for providing our crew with pizzas. For the best deep dish and hand-tossed pizzas, complete with flavored crust, Jet's Pizza. Go to jetspizza.com.
Parker Purdue takes a seat for Fishers. Good minutes for him. And Anand sweep from the free throw line.
And the lead is 6, under a minute left in the third quarter. Here's Jalen Harrelson, the talented sophomore, to the hoop, and he scores. They definitely made that adjustment. They did it immediately when the third quarter started. You predicted it. You were 100% right.
He can play downhill, even as tall and thin as he is. When he goes downhill, he's hard to stop. Like
30 seconds left in the third quarter. They're playing for the last shot, maybe so.
Looks like it.
That's Caskey, Cam Caskey. 15 seconds. So often they hold on and they don't get a good shot. They wait too long. You don't want to shoot it too early, obviously, but not too late either. Oh, down to 4 seconds. Better make that move.
Got the good kick.
And he hit it. Avery Douglas hit it.
He's had a good game for Pike.
That's the end of the third quarter, a big one. Pike 49, Fishers 42 on the high school basketball. Game of the week on TV 40. We get ready for period 4. Phil, your thoughts on the third quarter?
Well, talking about that last possession, Fishers just overhelped way too far, which allowed the drive and the kick, and that extended that lead to 7. But I still think that Pike's going to crawl back in this game.
Harrelson stepped on the sideline after intercepting the pass. Nice play, but he couldn't stay in bounds. Damon Howard inbounding. Caskey pressed in the backcourt by Harrelson. Caskey is 3 inches shorter than Harrelson, 6'4" to 6'7". Was it a held ball or a foul? Called a foul.
Might be 3 on Garner, but he's got to stay in there.
It's been a good game.
Really good game. Not many fouls. Pace of the game's been good.
Yep. James Stacy, number 40, checks in for Fishers. He'll replace Keenan Garner. Stacy is 6'10".
Yeah, I really like what Garner's done in there, though. I hope they don't leave him out too long.
Tough angle, but a foul as Caskey goes up.
Personal foul number 22, John Anthony Hall. That is his second, 15th foul. And Caskey will shoot 2 free throws.
Caskey shooting 2. The Kelly Dather Real Estate Group is in the business of creating raving fans. They are your advocate, your partner. Kelly Dather Real Estate Group, a professional approach to real estate. Reach out to them today.
John Anthony Hall, who had that foul, I was talking to Coach Mike Fox, who coached our son in AAU basketball, said this kid is really a great kid, probably a Division I football prospect.
That's mighty impressive.
Yeah, here's Harrelson now. He starts with the ball. The key for Fishers here is they've got to run enough to get it back to him before they shoot.
See, he's not moving that much without the ball right now. And the free man out there, it didn't go. He wanted to slam one through and a foul.
Yeah, could have taken the easy layup there, would have been better.
No question about that.
But see that last possession by Fisher. Oh, here's the Summers plumbing, heating, cooling. The run out. He's going to expose the ball to dunk it, and then gets fouled. I didn't really see the foul. I think he was going to lose the ball. He's had a great game, though.
Hoosier Village in Zionsville, the premier retirement community in central Indiana, supporting all levels of care. Hoosier Village, a nonprofit, offers beautiful new independent and assisted living apartments to tour. Learn about everything Hoosier Village has to offer. Visit HoosierVillage.com.
Caskey finished a little higher on his release, and he'll make it. All right, Fishers. Start with Harrelson and end with Harrelson.
Let's see if they do just that. We've played a minute of the fourth quarter, and Fishers with the ball down by 9. Harrelson's
Good
nice
kick.
pass inside. And the big fellow got fouled. Stacy to the line for 2.
The one thing we're seeing here is Harrelson really has good vision. Here's the Summers instant replay. Found his big man in the middle, and he's going to the free throw line. See what kind of touch the big fella has.
A little too strong.
All right, he needs to.
Old Man Winter is here. Have you scheduled your annual heating maintenance appointment? Summers Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling has a winter tune-up for $69. Visit summersphc.com. Learn about their specials. Be guaranteed your family will stay warm this winter.
Zimmer in for Metzger. Big fella at the free throw line, gets it. And a foul on the block out. Called on the floor.
Don't see that too often.
No.
Let's see.
Ball's going to go back to Fishers, though. Metzger checks right back
Avery
in.
Douglas, and that's his second.
So it looks like Fisher is playing a little offense-defense with Metzger and Zimmer. Metzger in for offense, Zimmer in for defense.
Zimmer shoots some threes.
Yeah.
And they're explaining something to Bill.
Oh, he can't sub.
Garrett Weiniger.
There wasn't a change of possession, so that they couldn't resub, which is what they did.
6:58 to go.
Well, Fisher should know what out-of-bounds play they're running.
Now they get it to Harrelson. See if
Post.
they get it back to him.
Got the big guy on the jump hook.
No.
That was
Too many guys over the years have had a jump hook. I remember when I was a kid, there was a player named Bill the Hill McGill, played in the NBA out of Utah, who had a jump hook.
Well, if you teach post players, they've got to start with that move because it's critical to every other move.
Harrelson lost the ball.
Too many turnovers.
4 on 2. And it counts, and a foul for Cam Caskey.
Transition's been good for Pike tonight. And again, here's the Summers Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling instant replay. After the steal, he gives it up for the layup. Gets knocked, ball goes in. Chance for a three-point play the old-fashioned way.
Caskey is 6'4" junior, averaging 13.7 per game. And he has the three-point play. And how do you like that? Pike has opened up an 11-point lead. Harrelson to the hoop and the bucket. And Garrett Weiniger wants a timeout. Our Williams Comfort Air heating it up feature.
There's Anand.
Joseph
Bang.
Anand.
What a game he's had. Inside, outside. There's the flush.
He's heating it up as Williams Comfort Air heats up your house. Joseph Fanan, our Williams Comfort Air, heating it up. Player of the game.
He was a beast inside and out.
It's terrific when you guy who excels at both, and he's done just that tonight.
He really has. You know, that's what Harrelson can do for Fishers as well, and we've seen him come out in the third quarter and do that. We saw him last possession do it. It's one of those situations where it's really difficult to coach, because the tendency right now is to say, why doesn't everybody get out of the way and let Harrelson go to the rim? But you want to involve your other players, and they have shooters, and Harrelson has really good court vision, so he's unselfish. He might need to be a little more selfish if they're going to get back in this ball game fourth quarter.
6 minutes, 12 seconds left to go in this one. And the lead for Pike is 9.
Fishers is going to a little press. They're going to zone press. Little 1-2-1-1, little diamond.
How do you combat that?
Well, they've got it just like they are, back and forth before you cross the 10-second line for the trap.
Well, they did beat the press.
Yep. Now Fisher's going to have to get into them.
Devin Woods, who's been quiet tonight, and he's having a great season. Spinning, twisting, and drawing a foul.
Yeah, Harrelson's length will hurt most point guards, and it probably has on Woods tonight, although he got all the way into the paint, which is exactly what you want to do, and then he drew the foul. Didn't throw up a bad shot.
Zimmer committed his second personal foul. Tannen Metzger back in. Indiana Members Credit Union, a proud supporter of high school sports on WHMB TV 40.
Metzger in for offense, so Harrelson can't get to the rim. They're looking for Metzger behind the line.
10-point lead for the Red Devils. There's Harrelson.
Oh, the big fella from three.
No.
I don't think
Stacy missed the shot. He's all alone, and Anand slams it through. And the lead is back to 12. Here's a long three that didn't go by Metzger.
I think they need to get Garner back in.
You made that point earlier that when he sat down, you were hoping from their perspective that he wouldn't be
out
sitting
very
down
long
for much long, but he has been. Wait, what was that?
Stacy's hurt him there. The big fella took that three, and then he didn't get back on defense fast enough.
Boy, now it's a 15-point lead, a blocking foul.
Pike's got fouls to give.
Personal foul, number 30, Avery Douglas. That's his third.
15-point lead here, the biggest lead of the game.
Yeah. Here comes Gardner.
I didn't think we'd have this one-sided a score with this late in the game.
No. I mean, statistically, these teams are pretty equal. They both have size. They both have talent.
Better hurry. Almost had a 5-second call. Oh, what a defensive play that was. Shot blocked by Caskey. He blocked it off the backboard.
And I think Douglas got a good block out on Harrelson for the foul. So there's a take to the bucket on the instant replay. That's a clean block against the rim. Summers gives us the instant replay. What it didn't show was on the block out. He had Harrelson pinned, and Harrelson tried to go over him.
One more, Jet's Pizza. Your home for great deep dish and hand-tossed pizza. Spice things up with your flavor of wings. Top it off with golden breadsticks. They fed our crew prior to the game. Jets Pizza, 86th and Township Line Road, jetspizza.com.
Look for Harrelson to go to the rim. Go.
That three didn't go.
Good hustle by Gardner. I really like him.
Here's Harrelson.
Oh,
Beautiful fake. Good look. Air ball.
bucket.
Counts in a foul. Good play by Garner.
I think they left him on the bench too long.
Yep, he really battles in there.
He does. I like him. Blue collar guy. Summers gives us the instant replay. There's Harrelson on the miss, but Gardner's there. Goes through two people here. Shot fake, gets them both in the air, and then finishes. Really good play.
Keenan Garner at the line, shooting one. And he's got it.
That was a nice stroke.
Woods. They should be in no hurry.
Nope, not at all.
They have a 14-point lead, do the Red Devils, and they have the ball. The clock is their ally.
Yeah, you can see Pike's well.
There's got to be a whistle there. Was just a timeout call?
Yeah.
Timeout, we'll take it with them as Pike leads by 14 on the high school basketball game of the week on TV 40. And we welcome you back. Pike leading by 14 points, and Pike has the ball.
There's that zone
And there
press
only
again.
are 3.5 minutes left in the game.
No, Pike's. There's a turnover and a foul.
Now, when you're ahead, you don't want to be fouling.
No. Frustration foul after the steal.
They're in the bonus now, 1-1. The next foul committed by Pike, and Fishers will be in the double bonus. Oh, they got one more.
Yeah, Pike's only got 6 fouls. Next one will be
Next one will be in the bonus.
Get across. There we go. Go to the rim or find Metzger.
Harrelson looking to
Metzger's
make his
out.
move. They got to get going. They're down by 14 points. Free man.
Gardner.
No.
Gardner.
He's got it again. That's Purdue.
Like everything about that kid except his name.
Spoken like a true IU man.
The trap got him a turnover last. Pike is so quick, it's hard to trap them.
Look at Wood.
There's
Look at
a
the
layup.
beautiful play by Devin Woods. Penetrating and dishing off.
Great kick to Caskey for the easy one.
I thought they could have called an offensive foul
Yeah.
on Harrelson there.
Yeah.
Woods again.
Don't need that one.
Scoops.
Don't need that one.
Yeah, you just slow it down. Ball knocked out of bounds off the official. Last touch by the referee.
Surprised he doesn't put Metzger back in. There he goes.
That's number 2, Tatum Metzger.
Metzger in for 3 balls. Zimmer comes in for defense.
Pike is ahead by 14. There's a long 3, and he hit it. Metzger hit it to cut it to 11.
That's why he's in there.
They need more of that. Now, from Pike's standpoint, start it over, bring it back outside, which they did.
Oh, got a hand on it. That's
And
a layup.
Turnover. 2-on-1. Harrelson's foul.
Hard foul.
So with 2:04 to go, Pike leads by 11, and Harrelson will shoot 2.
Here's Summers on the instant replay. They get the steal. There's the foul. I thought Harrelson there probably looked at the defense a little too long. He could have scored earlier. But he gets the clock stop. It's a good free throw shooter. Oh, doesn't get that one.
Get one more.
Substitute for the Tigers, number 15, Aiden Zimmer.
Cut it to 10 here. They'll be back in their 1-2-1-1 press. Pike is so quick, it's hard to trap them.
Ooh, he missed them both.
Boy, but look who got the ball. Garner.
Offensive board, long three. No, good job of blocking out by Douglas, who got the rebound. 1:55 to go, and Pike is ahead by 11. Woods handles the ball very well. You got 10 seconds. You got to get going. It's about 6 or 7 right now.
Well, that's close. Had to call timeout.
So Pike calls a timeout with 1:44 to go. Now, next Friday will be the first of 3 straight Fridays where we'll have girls, boys, doubleheaders. So we look forward to seeing some girls basketball.
Absolutely, and then we've got so many top girls teams here. I think in the Noblesville sectional, I think we have 5 teams in the top 20. And we're going to see, I know, Hamlin Southeastern's girls play against Zionsville. Both really, really good squads. We're going to see Brownsburg girls play against Zionsville as well. You're going to see some really, really good girls basketball.
And we'll look forward to those doubleheaders, 3 in a row, each of the next 3 Fridays. And we'll also have a weeknight game for you each of those weeks as well.
We got Cathedral and Carmel coming up next week, I think.
On Wednesday at Carmel High School.
Personal foul number 15, Aiden Zimmer.
That's on Aiden Zimmer.
10th team foul. Red Devils are now in the double bonus.
And now it's the double bonus.
Damon Howard will shoot 2.
You know, we've been a little bit critical of Fishers at times tonight, but one thing we have to take into consideration is how young they are. I mean, Harrelson's a young sophomore and already being recruited by almost every big school in the Big Ten. And
well, you're right, they are young. And I'll say this too, Pike's played a terrific game.
Absolutely.
Pike's lead is 12 with just a minute and a half to go. He led with his left arm there.
Yeah.
Muscly inside. That might do it. 1:10 to go in a 12-point game. That's
pull
being
it out.
unselfish and playing team ball as Cam Caskey brings it back outside.
Zimmer puts him on the free throw line.
Fishers is over the limit. Cam Caskey will shoot 2.
Well, both these schools, I looked at their strength of schedule. They both play top 10 schedules throughout the year, which is going to make both teams better. Fishers will learn from this game. Nobody likes moral victories, but even in a loss like this, they can watch film. They'll know what to work on.
And he'll get one more. And it's a 14-point game with a minute to go. A great night for the Red Devils. They've played well from start to finish. And here's a foul against Metzger. I'm not sure I see that with 51 seconds to go and down by 14 points. Devin Woods going to the line, double bonus. He'll shoot 2.
Pike has Speedway and Avon coming up on their schedule, and then it gets tough. They play Carmel and Zionsville back-to-back.
Let's see, have we had Zionsville yet this season?
I don't think we've had the boys, no.
We haven't had it.
It's that doubleheader is boys-girls.
And a very nice move to the hoop
Everybody
by Jalen Harrelson.
saw what he can do individually is awfully good.
They call a timeout. They're down by 13 points with 41 seconds left.
Well, 3 Reggie Miller plays and they're back in it.
Yeah, that's all it'll take. They'll still be down by 5 or 6 even with that. You mentioned the double headers, and when I first started watching the NBA in the late 50s and early 60s into the mid 60s, the NBA would have double headers.
Yeah.
And that was really popular at the time. You'd go to Madison Square Garden and you'd see Philly play Boston in the first game, Chamberlain and Russell, and in the second game the Knicks would play somebody. Very, very popular.
I'm not that old, Howard, but it's good to know.
I got you by a few years.
It's good to know how that used to happen.
Young fella. Well, the difference in our ages is by the time you were a young boy, 8, 9, 10 years old, they weren't doing it anymore.
No, but there was the ABA,
yeah,
which was my favorite form of professional basketball.
Yeah, a lot of great players in the ABA.
Oh, watching the Pacers in the early 70s, there wasn't anything better.
37 seconds to go. And he lost the ball out of bounds.
I'd be interested in how many turnovers Fisher's had tonight.
For a lot.
Yeah, that's going to be the difference in the game.
And really throughout the game, not in just one point, from start to finish.
And some of them, you know, uncontested.
And that's a 3 by Metzger. And another timeout is called. It's an 11-point game with 25 seconds to go. So they'll talk it over again.
There's the instant replay, a deep 3. Fisher's making some substitutions. Looks like McCarty might come in, play defense in their press.
(69-58). Pike's played a great game, start to finish.
You know, they've got a lot of pieces. They've got quickness on the outside. They've got Anand who can play inside and outside. They've got a bench that comes in and help.
And as great as they play, we haven't seen everything that Devin Woods can do tonight either.
Yeah, he's off his average probably. Little different press by Fishers now. Pressure in the ball, trap that first pass, I would guess. Got to come after him. There he is, got him. Anand on the great
the
pass.
layup, and he did. Avery Douglas has had a terrific game.
That'll do it.
9 seconds left. They called the double dribble on.
Double dribble, turnover to Fishers.
Fishers gets the ball back. Oh, with a chance to cut it to 10 with a 3.
How about a lob to Harrelson? Nope.
Inside the basket to Metzger.
Leave Metzger open for the bucket.
And that is it. A great night for the Pike Red Devils. And the final score, Pike 71, Fishers 60 on the high school basketball game of the week on TV 40. Final score, Pike 71, Fishers 60. And next week, Cathedral at Carmel next Wednesday. For Jeff Elliott, Dave West, Phil Eisenbarger, Jenny Eisenbarger, the entire TV 40 crew, I'm Howard Kellman. Good night, everybody.